Hello, my name is Donald Lawlis. I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about something that really has impacted me a lot since I joined the military in 2007, and that's the war in Iraq. I've been deployed to Iraq 2 times now, and now that the war's coming to an end, uh, it means a lot to me, and I couldn't think. It took me a long time to try and find one thing that really stuck out and would always remind me of the war. And it seems stupid, but it's this piece of equipment right here. There are two things that constantly were on me or had to be within arm's reach in Iraq, and that was my body armor or my rifle. And this is the biggest part of it because it's stupid, but there's so much more you can do with a helmet than any other piece of equipment. You can use this to help cook your MRE. Those of you in the military know what I'm talking about, the pouch heater system. Just propping it up on the MRE like that so the steam vents properly. But more than that, I think the helmet in and of itself it's a symbol of protection. It's a symbol of this is one thing that I can see when it's on me. We'll go ahead and put it on here real quick. When I put this on, I know that the more important part to me, my head, the thing that I know if it gets injured is going to kill me, is protected. And it's not just physical protection, it's psychological protection. It's that one thing that I know when I'm wearing this, I feel semi-safe. And a big part of the war that's affected me was several of my friends having mental problems when they got back off deployment, not being able to sleep, post-traumatic stress disorder, traumatic brain injuries, and I've lost a lot of good friends. Well, not lost them per se, but a part of them's gone because of what happened over there. And it's made a large impact on my life. And now that it's coming to an end, I wish there was some sort of closure. And the best way I felt I could do that closure was to talk to you about my experiences today. During my first deployment, I'm going to start off by saying I'm not the guy who goes out there and kicks in doors. I'm not one of those guys. My mission during my first deployment was awards, promotions, usual stuff for an admin guy, the HR guy, the POG, person other than grunt, as we're called here in the Army. But in addition to that, two other very important things that I had to do were managing the airstrip for personnel going out on leave or leaving our base to conduct other missions using aircraft, planes, of course. And we also worked on the helipad with the fuelers transporting personnel and equipment back and forth out there. Now, during those 2 times, those two situations, you always see pictures and videos of people dropping out of planes, people jumping on helicopters and stuff like that. It's overglorified by the media, but looking back, I really felt like I did something, just making sure people got out on time, people got out on those flights. And there were a few times out on the airstrip because our airstrip wasn't secure where some things happened, and we got to be there to be a part of that. But I don't know what to say besides that. The Iraqi people are just like us, and too many people in America here try and demonize what they do on a daily basis and try and make them out to be an enemy. But they just want the same thing we do. They're people too. They just want to eat, be with their loved ones, and have a shelter over their heads. And we've got that wrong here in America. We don't realize that one of the big problems with war is that we demonize a group of people who have really done nothing wrong to us. And that nation as a whole, we've to a point turned them even more against us at the end of this war because of some of the stuff they've done. I wanted to be able to provide a slideshow of videos and pictures that I had taken over there, but our public security officer wouldn't let me show any of those to you. I can tell you this much though, this war is not over for most of us, and that's the problem. I'm not trying to sound anti-war, but what's going to go on after this, and now that we're going to start downsizing the military again, and I'm trying to persuade you guys, to those of you in the military, to seek help, because I'm already seeing more and more people who are getting out and they're starting to realize that it's true. Part of you never leaves the military. Part of you never leaves the suck, as it's called in so many cliche movies and stuff like that. But if you need help, please do so. I've considered it myself. I've talked to people about this, but that's the big part about this war is this war is probably going to be one of the most psychologically devastating wars that America's ever gone through. And I feel like we need to really remember that. And even in my soft skin job, there are some times when it's like I don't need the help other people do, but I still need to talk about it with people. And because there was some stuff that there's always the what ifs in people's minds. And I know this is a little bit of a rant, but it's kind of hard to talk about this without going off on trying to say that, and it's difficult to talk about sometimes. But that's why we have resources to help us with that. Even if you're out already, even if you're a veteran going through this school, trying to just please look into it and please take care of yourselves. I want to thank you for your time and hope that I've informed you a little bit more about the problems that we can have after this war. Thank you. Goodbye.